What's up everybody, this is Master Ian Gamer. We just got the Overwatch 2 developer commentary live stream regarding Sojourn, and along with it, we not only got the official, not the leaked, the official version of the gameplay teaser trailer for Sojourn, which of course I made a video last night talking about, but there were a few new details regarding Sojourn and her abilities mentioned not only in this live stream, but also in some of these social media posts made alongside it, so I just wanted to real quickly cover all these details, in addition to a few new story tidbits pertaining to Sojourn, which were mentioned as well. So starting off, we have Sojourn's kit, as shown here in this social media post, which outlines all of her abilities. Most of this information is essentially what we already knew just from seeing her being played in various footage, but to run through it just real quick, Railgun Primary fire, rapid firing projectiles that generates energy on impact, so yes, they retained the energy generation from that, with the secondary fire being a high impact shot that consumes the stored energy. Power slide, ground slide that can cancel into a high jump. Again, basically exactly what we've seen before. Disruptor Shot launches an energy shot that slows and deals damage to enemies within it. Now, a lot of people were commenting on the video I posted last night referring to the leak we got like almost a month ago at this point, which outlined this being an element of her kit, and now officially we do know for a fact that yes, the grenade we saw in that leaked teaser video does in fact deal damage and slow enemies, which is presumably supposed to be tying into her railgun ability in that you want to slow down the enemy to make them easier to hit with your big single shot alternate fire. So that seems like a decent ability to tie into her kit. And ultimate, of course, is Overclock. Railgun energy auto charges for a short duration and charged shots pierce enemies. So once again, exactly what we saw before. Unfortunately, during this live stream, they didn't actually show any in-game gameplay. The most we got was actually just a screenshot, which was posted to the Overwatch press kit website, where we just get a single image of her in a first-person perspective. So yeah, not a whole lot to look at in that regard. Based on the way Blizzard was hyping up this stream preemptively, I thought we were going to be getting like, gameplay footage from like an alpha match or something that Blizzard had recorded internally to, give us a better idea. Basically a full match version of what we saw back at BlizzConline more than a year ago, but no, unfortunately they didn't, which was rather disappointing, but hey, at least I guess we know her abilities at this point. We don't have specific numbers for any of them, which is unfortunate, but I think we can get a fairly general sense of her at this point. Some additional details I wanted to mention in this video though is that in the live stream they confirmed that there's apparently actually going to be an upcoming Sojourn novel released sometime later this year. I'm assuming this is going to be similar to the Ashe and Orisa novels which have come out in the past, so certainly that'll be an interesting thing to look forward to if you're interested in those more character-focused story aspects. And also, in one of the articles outlining Sojourn posted on the official Play Overwatch website, we got a bit of a teaser outlining how and why exactly she's a cyborg. Her abilities are baked into her cybernetic body that allows her to execute her objectives. Sojourn has had a lot of cybernetic upgrades in her life, starting out of necessity in her childhood. Eventually, she started opting in for cybernetic upgrades when she was in the military. Sojourn chose these abilities to become the most effective fighter she could be, a stark contrast to her fellow hero Genji, who was forced to take his cybernetic body. Her cybernetic body and abilities are a means to an end, but only her objective matters. So this seems to reveal that she originally started getting augmentations out of necessity. Perhaps she had some sort of, physical disability that prevented her from walking or using her arms or something, and thus she was able to use prosthetics to compensate for that. And then from there, she worked her way up and basically just continued modifying herself as time went on to gain all the cool abilities she has in game. I kind of wish they had baked this information into her origin story, since that honestly feels like the sort of thing you would expect from an origin story, and, well, the origin story we did get for Sojourn felt a bit lackluster in terms of how much it actually told us about the character, but regardless, it's nice that we're actually getting this information one way or another, and hopefully it's something they'll flesh out more over time and give us a better look at, Sojourn's backstory and how she became the person she is. And the last thing I wanted to mention is that during the Overwatch Sojourn livestream, both Overwatch game developers Jeff Goodman and Dion Rogers multiple times mentioned that they had originally hoped Sojourn and seemingly Overwatch 2 overall would be releasing much sooner than where we are now. They basically mentioned this over and over again, saying how they were disappointed that it took so long for us as the general player base to get to see Sojourn, and that apparently they even considered releasing her into Overwatch 1, but ultimately decided to hold off, mainly because of how they designed her and how she was designed specifically for Overwatch 2, and the way she fit into the Overwatch 2 storyline, such that it probably would have just felt weird to pull her forward into Overwatch 1. Now, even before hearing this, I'd say it wasn't a far stretch to speculate that Overwatch 2 had experienced a number of delays over the years, and certainly we've seen a fair bit of evidence at this point pointing towards that being the case, but I did just think it was interesting to have both these Overwatch developers pretty openly acknowledge in this live stream that Overwatch 2's development didn't progress as quickly as they had hoped it would. Outside of this information though, there unfortunately wasn't much else that came out of today's Overwatch Sojourn news. I was really expecting again that we would be getting an actual gameplay footage match of Sojourn in action, but I don't know, maybe that's something we'll get later on, and if not, then hey, at least we'll be able to play her during the upcoming beta, which is only a couple weeks away. Anyways, I just wanted to do this quick video to keep you all up to date on all the new information we have on Sojourn. Definitely let me know your thoughts on all it in the comments down below. Are you a fan of her kit and abilities? Are you glad that we finally got to see them in a bit more detail? Or maybe you're a bit worried that she's gonna end up being overpowered, because based on what they talked about during the live stream, it seems like the devs might even be concerned about that a little bit. Either way though, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you all so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, hit up that bell icon, and come join my Discord server to hang out and never miss any of my future Overwatch content. Special thanks to my YouTube channel members who help make these videos possible, and if you'd like to join them to earn some cool rewards, then just hit that join button down below. Otherwise, this is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.